All right, guys, just before the auction starts, they're doing the initial auction announcements right now, which is where they say, 15% buyer's fee plus sales tax, 15% seller's fees. It's expensive to sell games here, but this is one of the biggest markets in the entire country, and that's why people are bringing high-end games here. It's amazing. It's one of the best, period. We've been to a ton, but really quick before we start, everyone likes to know what we're kind of targeting before the auction. That Soul Calibur 3 Arcade Edition, yes, we're gonna go after it. The Versus Duck Hunt and the Versus Hogan's Alley, so we've tested it. Both guns are totally trashed. This cabinet in a non-auction environment would sell for like $500, maybe $800. It's probably gonna sell for thousands of dollars today. Both of the games are turning on, but neither gun is functional at all. So that's gonna be really interesting. And just going down this list really quick, this Sports Shooting USA, we've talked about these Atomic Waves before. This monitor is a little rough, a little burned, but we'll probably end up buying it because it's in decent shape, and I think we're gonna be able to get it cheap. We've got some Varooms down there that are running real boards, some Varooms down there that are running fake boards. It's a whole thing. It'll be very interesting to see what shows up. We've got some Extreme Hunting 2s in better shape than I've ever seen them, which is not a great game, but I might be tempted to buy one if it comes up really cheap, if nothing else for those monitors. So it's just like every other auction. I'll probably end up bidding on 40 or 50 games, and we'll see what we end up buying. But the auction is starting right now. We're gonna hop into it. Hey!
Yeah! Now 75, 175, it's now $200. I'm at 175, get it down here, done two. I'm at 175, get it down here, done two, get it down here, done two, all done.
You wanted Corey? I can't see when it got.
Nah.
175, 102.
All right, so we hopped into a Crazy Climber there, board set only. They said they plugged it into the cocktail and it worked yesterday. One of the big issues with Crazy Climber is its sounds and very, very spotty sound kind of system that they use. So I doubt very much they checked the sounds deeply. The board was going for 175. I think it actually was 200 was our next bid. So we have a few of them. We hopped out. Around 150 would have been good for us, but at that 200 level, it doesn't make any sense to buy a board that's probably not working as well as it should. So we hopped out. We didn't end up getting that one.
Get it down here, done 30, 15. I'm at 10, get it down here, done 15, 20. I'm at 15, done 20, 20, 5. I am 30, I'm at 20, get it down 30, 5. I'm at 30, get it down 30, get it down here, done 30, So, 30 bucks.
Choice, which one you want? The double one.
Yeah.
What's your number? 210.
210, take 292.
All right, so that was
I know that the NBA can.
a board we had very kind of more, we were curious about it. It's a game called Naughty Boy. No one here probably figured out, Josh figured out that it was a Naughty Boy. We don't have one of those. It's a pretty primitive game, but I think in all likelihood it works. It probably just got pulled out of a working game that is now just not relevant. So we're good. 1 second, let me see. So we bought the Naughty Boy, 30 bucks. It was a split auction. Fortunately, the bidder took the bidder that won took the one that we didn't want. So we were able to grab a Naughty Boy for $30. I bet it works. It probably will never be seen on a free play floor, but it's really interesting for us from like a historical standpoint to grab a game that was really weird. Naughty Boy. I mean, Josh looked it up. Apparently, you're playing as a kid, running around, knocking down beehives and stuff. I'm super pumped about paying $30 for that. So we've got a couple other parts we're in on, but mostly auction parts aren't really what we use anymore. So it's probably not too much bidding action in this area coming up.
Working this bag, man. 650, sold $600. Get it down here, that 21, that 21. I'm in 600, get it down here, that 21, get it down here, that 21.
Yeah!
22, now 3, Corey.
I got you at 22.
What?
22, 23.
I was 21.
20,
21 here.
Get it down here, like 22, 23.
I got 21.
I'm at 22. Get it down here, like 23. I'm at 22. You got Corey at 21.
Yeah. Working Tron.
Sold it, 2100.
Okay. Really?
What's your number, Corey?
Yeah, no.
You want to be 23?
No thanks.
2250.
Only 2250?
Nah.
Sold it, 2200.
2200. 11.
Okay, on that Tron, we went up to 2100. It got a little weird with the bidding. I don't think 2200 is a bad price, really, for that Tron in its current condition. But like I said before, it's not a huge priority. We've got a Tron at every single location. We've got a couple extras, so it was right priced about right. So we didn't really want to keep going on it, given that the bidder seemingly had no end. So the broken Tron going for 1300. Pretty surprising, but it could be that the power supply really was out, and that was the only issue. But the buyer needed to buy that back so that they can take it back, fix the power supply, come get $2 grand at the next auction. So they're coming up on the multi-Williams now, but we didn't end up with that Tron. I'm a little irritated, but it is part of the game.
Right there, $1,000, $1,100.